So won't you leave me where I lay, and we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. And no, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead. And you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay, and we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass, and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice the size. Oh. I think you're full of, I think I'm full of shit. I was so full of, yeah, I was so full of. I think I'm full of, I think you're full of, I think we're full of shit. Put the guitar up a little bit.
Welcome, and then open up the thing, and now we can talk, and they can hear us.
They can hear us now?
Yeah, right now. See, here's the thing. I'm not used to being in this chair, so this is all very confusing for me. Hello! Welcome to So Very Wrong About Games. This is our weekly stream. We are going to be streaming Expeditions. I'm going to be doing a full rules explanation first. Expeditions is by Stonemaier Games, designed by Jamey Stegmaier, with art from Jakub Rozalski from the 1920s universe. And we were just having a little bit of discussion.
When you said art, you missed the art.
Yeah. So, well, look, art is it's a loaded term. He traces a lot of stuff. At least there's slightly better acknowledgement now. And it was funny. I was actually just talking in Bloat about AI art and the issues raised therein. Acknowledgement is a whole thing. In the back of the rulebook, he acknowledges some of the pieces that he's traced from, and then there's some broad category of and a whole bunch of assets from databases. So whatever. Anyway, just a little harkening back to controversies of ages past. Now what do, Walker?
Now you click on Downstairs Live. And we're live downstairs.
We're live downstairs?
Yeah.
Sounds like sexy time to me. All right, so here is the board set up for Expeditions. The goal of the game is to score points, which is to say make money, which is to say points. And on your turn, what you do is the first thing you have to do is you have to move your little action marker, which is down here. It's going to start on the refresh circle, and every turn it has to move. The first move that it does is along the red arrow to the bottom, and the turn after refresh, you get to do a super move, where you get to move, play, and gather. Do all the three kinds of actions that are available to you. On a subsequent turn after doing that, I would be obliged to move along the red arrows again, and so I could either play and gather, or instead I could move and gather, or instead I could move and play.
Okay, cool.
On turns after that, I must also move the action marker to a different space, but again selecting any of the two. Eventually I'll be forced to refresh, or I will choose to refresh, and then the cycle will begin anew. So let's talk about what the various things do. The first thing to note is that there's a lot of terminology, and to be entirely frank, some of it is deeply counterintuitive. So you have your hand of cards, which is down here. This is where your hand lives. And then you have active cards, which are over here. All of these are cards you control. So move is the simplest action. When you move your mech 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Other mechs don't block your movement, but you can't end your move on a space, a hex that is occupied by another mech. My special ability, every mech has a special ability. My special ability is I get to move up to 4. It is relatively useful, but relatively dull. Very much like me sometimes. Except for the rest of the time when I'm effing useless. That's move. Play allows you to play a card. When you play a card, you take it from your hand and you put it into your active area. The first thing that happens is you get to benefit from its core value. Its core value is what is in the upper left-hand corner. So in this case, I get a fist. Fist represents power. If I have put out victory stars, more on that later, I get to activate the threshold in the upper left-hand corner. If I had 1 victory star out, I'd also gain a guile. If I had 2 victory stars out, I would additionally get a second power.
And is that only on initial play?
Yes. You get your core value when you play it. And then after you play it, if you have a worker of the appropriate color, in this case green, I may take it from my supply, which will normally live on my mech board, and then shunt it onto the card and do that thing. Parenthetically, the color of a card is equivalent to the type of worker that it takes. So, Jimbo, you, for example, start off with a red and a blue card. Walker's got a red and a green, and I've got a yellow and a green. I'll cover some of the keywords later, but let's just move on to the other action types. So that's play. Gather allows you to get whatever Benny is listed on the hex you happen to be standing on. Now, these are face-down hexes. When you end your move onto a face-down hex, you pocket the map token. These are just called maps in a lot of effects. And you flip the tile face up. They're typically going to start with, actually, they're all going to start with corruption. They're going to have a value, a threshold, something like 4+. You keep pulling tokens from the bag, stacking them until such time as the total value is equal to the threshold listed on the tile. The minimum value of these tiles is 3. I think they go from 3 to 5.
Correct. So nominally, each tile will have 2.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually. Sometimes 1. Sometimes more. Some of the northern ones have a value.
Yeah,
of
we had 3.
Yeah, but usually it's 2. It's almost always 2. There will be a tile number 20 that actually comes with this sucker, which is the 20 value corruption. It is bonkers. Yeah, so that's the basic core of the game. The game ends when someone has achieved 4 victory stars, not entirely unlike Scythe. At that point, every player, including that player, takes 1 more turn. Unlike Scythe, and I'll go over these victory conditions in a second, you do not automatically put the stars up here when you've completed the thing. In order to complete one of these victory conditions, you must complete the threshold required and additionally take an action called Boast, which is represented by a star. Yes, abandon preconceptions. We're in Jamey Stegmaier's world here. All we can do is live in it. It's a nice world.
I just love the idea that we're not acknowledged for what we do until we boast about it.
If you do something great and no one sees you do it, it never happened. We're all here with our smartphones Instagramming everything live. And until someone acknowledges it and you have enough followers, then there you go.
All right. I want to hire a bard to do my boasting for me.
Ooh, that's a solid call. Anyway, so here are the victory conditions. One of them is to have 5 map tokens, or to have 7 workers total. There's no way to combine these, so not like 3 workers and 4 maps, whatever. But there you go. One of them is to have 8 cards under your control.
And that is between hand and active.
Correct. Another is to have 7 corruption tokens. I'll talk about corruption tokens, how to get them in a moment.
And that is not value of corruption, but
correct. 7 total.
Tokens.
This does not include the 20 token. The 20 token does not contribute towards this. The 20 token is a category unto itself. Have the 20 token. Only one player can get this. One of them get 4 texts, one of them has 4 meteorites, one of them complete 4 quests. More on all those in a second. So let's talk about getting corruption tokens. That is done through the Vanquish action. Your animal companion should have the Vanquish action available to them if you activate them with a worker. When you vanquish, what you have to do is pay the cost of the corruption token in either power or guile, depending on the color of the token. So it'll be green if you pay with guile, it'll be orange if you pay with power. You then take the top corruption token, and then you can keep paying to get the lower ones if you can keep affording it. As a note, more on this later, but every corruption token is worth 2 points at the end of the game regardless. Flat, independent of value, including this one. That's how Vanquish works. Any questions? All right. There is Solve a Quest. There are, let's talk a little bit about cards. We start with a character and a companion respectively, but one card type is Quest. To solve a quest, you need to be, they're all represented by a heart. They can be played as a normal card. This is their core value, and this is their ability that is activated by a worker. But additionally, you can solve quests. To solve a quest, you need to be at the location indicated, location 18. Location 18 is in the north, indicated by this N, so it's one of these face-down tiles. You have to pay the cost associated with it here. You can then tell a story about how you're finding a secret passage. I don't know, spin a yarn or something, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Then you get the benefits listed under there, and you complete the quest and you slide it to the top of your mech board like so. At the end of the game, this will be very, very determinative in terms of how many points you get, very much like side. This is a bit like popularity, so sharing the icon kind of makes sense.
Gotcha.
Additionally, 4 quests, one of the victory conditions, you can brag about it later. Questions?
Boast about it later.
Sorry, but well, boast and brag. Sorry, you're right. Abandoned conceptions of
Abandoned
terminology.
conceptions.
Thank you, Jimbo. Thank you. Keep me honest. Any questions about quests?
Nope. Seems legit.
Then there are items. Again, items have a core value and an ability, so long as they have an initial thing that triggers the instant you put the worker down, and they also have an ability that lasts as long as you have a worker there. While it's in your active slot and a worker on it, you have that ability. So this is whenever you get a worker, also get power. You can also invent them. That's the keyword, right? Well,
yes.
it's a gear. It's a gear icon. These are summarized on your player cards for what it is worth. Sorry, upgrade. It is an upgrade action. My apologies. It's represented by a little wrinchy thing. If you do an upgrade action, what you get to do, kind of like a quest, but it doesn't cost anything, is you tuck an item under your mech board like so that the worker is covered, and now the ability applies forever.
Ooh.
And you'll get this many victory points at the end of the game. This side in particular has a number of 4, and for inventions, for crafticals is a victory condition unto itself. Questions about items? Finally, there are meteorites. None are currently available on the display, but there are meteorites. They have a little home symbol. And in order to do a meteorite action, you take, and I apologize for fans of the game innovation here, you do a meld action. You meld meteorites. Sigh. They go at the bottom of your...
Scythe.
Deep breaths.
I don't know this man. I haven't met this man. I cannot vouch for anything this man says. And if he disappears tomorrow, we'll all be happy. So, they slide into the bottom of your board, and each meteorite has a one-time effect. Every time you meld a meteorite, you do all of your meteorites.
Ooh, spicy.
As a note, meteorites, upgrades, quests, limit of 4 per type.
Right.
4 meteorites, also a victory condition. So let's talk a little bit about these icons, about what they do. Gain a worker of the appropriate color, reasonably straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Gain a worker of the appropriate color, reasonably straightforward. Trigger a single picture on an adjacent tile.
Right.
So sometimes you're going to have tiles that don't have slashes between them. Like, for example, a better version of this would be gain a green and gain a red, but this would only trigger one part of that anyway,
Okay.
regardless.
Yeah, gain one benefit. From
One
an adjacent
benefit, yeah.
location.
The benefits do get better as we go northward, because everyone knows that north is the place to be. That is not true.
I hear the Northwest Passage is up there somewhere.
Let's go find it.
Yes.
This is gain a card from the face-up display. One of the 5 face-up cards.
Okay.
All right. It goes to the right of the rightmost slot of your active area. Not that this really matters much, but
So
that's just where it goes.
It doesn't go into your hand, it goes into
No.
your active area.
Yes.
Do you gain the benefit?
Nope.
Okay.
No, you didn't play it. It just goes there.
Except for me. Don't be alarmed. My cards go over here into my hand.
Yes. Walker's special ability. He always gets the most broken of the special abilities.
This is true.
Yeah. His a special ability in the previous game was also much better. Mech Junkyard, when they're this color, they mean take cards from the deck. This is draw 2, keep 1.
Into your hand?
No. Whenever you gain cards, it's always the same procedure, unless it says otherwise. It's in your active area.
And the icon that my mech is so adroitly covering?
This is take a face down card from the deck, and you may rescue is the term, 1 card from your active area. When you rescue a card, it goes from your active area back to your hand. Any workers on it become available again.
Okay.
And if it had an ongoing ability because it was an item, it's no longer active. When you refresh, parenthetically, all of your cards get rescued.
Okay.
So all your cards come back, all the workers come back, etc.
Which is different than.
Oh, which is different than there are some things that cause you to refresh all your cards. That is not a refresh turn, because when you refresh turn, additionally, your marker goes to refresh. But there are icons that say, here we go, refresh your cards and workers right up here. That refreshes all your cards, but it does not send your marker to refresh if you trigger that ability.
Right, so it's just the icon, refresh your cards and workers. If it's the icon with the word refresh stamped over it.
Yeah, there will be no icons like that.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
only
it's just a turn you
when
do.
You take the whole turn, yeah.
So, as I say, the game will last until such time as someone has boasted 4 times. As a note, many of the northern tiles have a boast ability on them that is buried under their corruption tokens.
Okay.
So once those are uncovered, the boast action will become available as a gather action on those tiles.
Gotcha.
And once someone has boasted 4 times, everyone gets 1 more turn, including them, and we score. You score whatever accumulated money you happen to have scored thus far. You get money based on whatever items you have upgraded thus far. It will be printed on the card. Again, there's the side that has 4 on it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get $2 for each corruption token you have, including the 20.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the value, it's just 2 per. And then finally, you will score points for each star you've put out based on how many quests you've completed.
Right.
All right.
So quest's good.
Quests, good. If you have completed no quests, they're 5 each. 1 quest, they're 6 each. 2 quests, they're 8 each. 3 or 4 quests, 10 each.
Okay.
That is the game. And there are lots of little icons and little effects that happen. I've covered the core ones, but there are others. Feel free to ask. I'll tell you to check the reference.
Hello to everyone. I didn't want to interrupt Mark during his little explanation. Thank you for joining us today. Matthew, I saw, and
Omar Hernandez.
very nice.
Good afternoon, Omar.
Although they have criticisms about my use of time. It's been a long day. Anyway, so with that in mind, we should determine a star player. Why don't we everyone give me a star?
A star.
Don't give me the mutant star, Walker.
I'm sorry.
We have 1 mutant star.
It's so gross.
It's lacking an arm. Unlike starfish, it will not regrow.
Oh no.
The one closest to the secret passage. Okay,
Wow.
that failed.
Definitely yellow.
Okay.
It's more fully on the card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. When you do it, they scatter much more impressively.
I think he throws them at the card, kind of.
That's brutal.
Scattergun style.
I am going to. Oh, by the way, when you do actions, you do get to do them in any order.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So he's moved his cube.
I'm going to move. I'm going to gather, which lets me take any face-up card. I'm going to take this quest. Yeah. And then I get to play a card. And the card I will play is.
Okay, so you're immediately refreshed.
Correct.
Yes.
So
I will
meteor?
take
This looks like a meteor.
Caesar. Caesar triggers. I get his core value, and I have no worker, so I just get a brain, and that's it. Jimbo.
Would you be so kind as to parse that text on the bottom for me?
Yes, okay. Note that this isn't even in the rulebook. Gain one face-up purple card to your hand. Again, purple refers to the color of worker.
Okay.
And if you have melded 2 or more meteors at this point, you will then gain 1 guile for purple card you control.
Okay.
And remember, purple is the color of worker, and control means hand and active area combined.
Okay, and so this bottom effect for meteors, does this happen when they meld or when they are put into your active
This
area?
is the effect of the meteor. This is when you play them as cards.
Okay.
With a purple worker.
With a purple worker.
Right, yes, they have to have a purple worker in the first place. Well, you know what? We're here to explore. I'm going to go 1, 2.
No. Sorry. Don't mean to interrupt. First, you're going to move your cube.
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 Then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3.
So you pocket the token, flip up the tile. I'll take care of the corruption unless you object.
Nope, not at all. It is an impact zone.
It is an impact zone. So you'll notice that under there, under the corruption, is buried a meld action. So when you gather, if the corruption is gone and you meld there, you may get 2 power or you may meld. It's a 4 corruption, 4 is less than 5. We draw a second. 5. So the top one costs 5 power. You have to vanquish them in order unless something says otherwise.
Right.
So you've moved. You may play and meld.
Right.
Play and gather.
So I will play Voltan. I do not have a red worker and I do not have any stars, so I just gain the 1 power.
Yep.
And then I will gather, which gets me 2 additional power.
There you go. Walker.
Move my cube. Move my bot. 1, 2, 3. I'll go there just because. I'll take a red worker, please. My play action will play Gunther. Says gain a green worker, so I will. Green worker as well. You can only play 1 card as your play action.
Mm-hmm.
So I've played, I have gathered, and I have moved. My turn is completed.
I am going to move and gather. I will go over here and I will. Nope, I don't want to be there. I want to be here. I want to be here, and I want to gain a green worker. And that is the story of my turn.
Oh, I forgot to gain my guile because I played Gunther.
I will move my cube up here, so I will move and gather. So I will move to here, pocketing this map. Then I will flip this location. It is the Weird Forest. There are purple workers here, and under corruption is a...
Oh my goodness, that bear is not doing well.
It just wants hugs.
Oh, wow. He's fine, chat. Everything's fine with that bear. It's not fine. Nothing's fine with that bear.
Here's some
And then
money. Go give it to the bear.
Gather a purple worker.
Move my cube. I am also going to move and gather. Since Mark took my spot, but luckily he didn't take my card that I wanted. I'll take this card. It goes.
Oh, come
here,
on. Get out of my way.
And I'll put that there.
You're the worst. Well, now I don't know what to do. Well, I guess I'll just moan about it forever. I will.
Makes me feel better. I don't have any idea if I'm doing the right thing by just charging ahead and exploring.
Yeah, I will move and play. And I can gather and play. Yeah, I'll gather and play. No, I'll move. I'll move over here. That doesn't look like Happy Warehouse.
No, it sure doesn't.
It's
So does this mean that that can chain into that?
no, that isn't. That is gain an adjacent card.
Ah, okay. I.e., in this case, one of these two cards.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
A mitts valve. I don't know what mitts are. I assume it's a. That's a.
You
I
wear
don't-
them.
I don't-
You wear them on your
I
hands.
don't,
Keep
I
your
don't like that card.
keep your fingers warm. That one's not bad.
But then do you like run like pressurized something through your mitts? And
Something like that. I don't know.
Do
I'm
we-
not. I'm not.
Do we replace the?
Yes, we do. I'm not fluent in steampunk technology, so. Save a captive from a dark ritual. Maybe they want the dark ritual.
I was gonna say maybe they tied themselves up.
Okay.
That's a little victim blaming.
I'm going to move and play. Move here. Gather a map. Flip this over. It's a research base.
Double guile.
And then I play Vesna. I do not have a blue worker or a star, so I just gain a dial.
Move and move and move. So many moves. You think you'd cover a move? I'm gonna cover move. I'm gonna play and gather. Gather is going to be grabbing a card. I really want a meteor. There is only one, so I'll take it.
Reasonable. Is replaced by another meteor.
And then my play.
Walker, you took my purple meteor.
I'm sorry. I will play the dog with my green worker. I get his core value of strength. And his action is gain one core value of any other card you control. I will gain
Well, in this case, it's
a guile.
yeah. It's just you don't meet any thresholds for anything else. So done.
Well, I could have been another. Anyway, yes, I'm done.
Yeah, it's either a guile or a
Yes.
or a power. And there's no move over here.
Oh, when you move through.
No, I'm ending in the fishing club.
Oh, sorry, my
I
bad.
was just see there you go. There's boast.
Gotcha.
And I gather
That's
by
right.
getting one of each.
And sorry, can you just boast as a generic action? or
No,
do you have to-
no, Jimbo, no. You can't upgrade as a generic action. You can't meld as there's moving, there's playing, there's gathering. That is all.
These, yeah.
That is the universe of things you may do. You've got to find a card that lets you do it, or a thing on a tile.
When am I obligated to refresh?
Never.
Okay.
These turns are yes, they're very quick.
They're even quicker when people say they're done. Walker.
Scythe.
I'm going to move and gather. I'm done.
Walker.
Move and gather.
Double brain.
Done.
What does it mean?
Means I need to get to 14. Has it been revealed yet?
I will move and play. 14 has not been revealed, but I might get you.
Why? That's awful nice of you, Mark. I'll get that.
I live to serve.
No, that's
No, off by 3. Sorry about that.
need some 5 corruption.
We do need about 5 corruption, or maybe even more. We have 3 teal. All the 3s are coming out, so looks like we're not going to have many 3s in the north.
Are you allowed to look at the corruption that's under the top one?
Yes.
Always,
Yes. And the
Same thing with the action at the bottom. if you
play
want.
effect. I'm going to play Matthew. Matthew gives me a power, and I'm going to trigger Matthew's ability with a green worker, gain a yellow worker, or solve a quest. Well, I can't solve a quest, so I'll gain a yellow worker. Thanks for ruining like 3 of my turns, Walker. That was great. I'm done.
Oh boy. I'm going to refresh. So these go back to my hand,
Yes.
and that's my turn. Correct?
See, I saw you pick them up with your phalanges, and I was worried for a minute you were going to take them into your hands instead of into your hand.
I was tempted. I
Yeah.
almost took them into my hands,
Yeah.
but then I remembered that they go into my hand, not my hands.
I move my cube, play and gather. gather is going to be 2 guile. Play is going to be
I don't think it's fair they let Walker have any guile.
putting the purple
Well,
stone,
the Guile theme goes with everything, so.
which gets me strength. Go ahead.
You're just gonna keep camping that research base like a big tick.
I moved there just last turn.
Your last turn, you could move out now.
I'm gonna move and gather over here, which is probably a mistake. Oh, activating an adjacent card's ability. Don't need a worker.
Isn't it gain now?
Nope, this is gain.
Gain, but isn't it the same as this one? It's gain an adjacent card.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My apologies. I got confused now. Only, yep, 2 for the. Would I like to talk with the people of the cave?
Oh, you got a 5 in the bottom? 5 per. Oh, you fool.
Do I want the? Sure. I'll take this meteorite. Done.
I guess that's just the meteorite space.
Apparently.
It would appear.
I love how I went out of my way to get a purple worker, and then Walker scooped my meteorite, and now my purple worker is useless. That's great. It's my very favorite thing.
No need to insult your purple worker just because Walker's a monster.
I get a super action. I'm going to move 1.
Well, that being said, thank you for revealing 14 for me. I really appreciate
need 8?
that. What?
If it's in the north, it says so on the card. Yeah, it's in the north.
Damn it, it's in the north, Mark. You'll never find
I
it.
have some corruption, please.
So we didn't cover the sweep, Jimbo. The sweep means you can clear as many of the cards from these 5 spots as you wish.
Really?
Yes.
And where did you start? You started here.
Yeah,
Remember
1, 2, 3.
Remember, you could have triggered that before you moved. If you
Yes, I
wanted
could
to.
have triggered the gather before. And then this is refresh again.
It is refresh your cards.
So I'm going to play first. I'm going to play Vesna,
Much better call.
which gets me a guile. Then I'm going to gather, which lets me sweep. And you know what? I'm just going to sweep all 4 of these cards.
You got it. From left to right, we have a meteor. We have an item. We have another item. It's a chaos grenade. Sounds pretty good. And a deceptor crystal.
There's some examples here of bonuses when you place a worker on them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All items do that.
Before any of that happened, I should have played this worker. Gain a face-up item or solve. I don't have anything to solve. So since this was the only one that wasn't
Okay,
white,
sure.
I will have gained this item, which comes to my active.
Yes.
So does this happen right away?
No, it's only when you put a worker on it. Does that trigger? And you can't put a worker on it when you gain it. You only put a worker on it when you play it.
Gotcha. And then I refresh a card.
All cards. All cards and
that's
workers.
all cards. So
Yes.
this worker comes back to here.
Yep.
These 2 come back over here.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
And I think that's it. Move, gather, and play.
Yeah, I believe I am done. I've moved, gathered, and played. You're correct. Go ahead, Walker.
Move and gather. Here, may I have a yellow worker, please?
Certainly.
Done. Go ahead.
Let's refresh. I'm done.
Gonna move and play. Just gonna scoot up here and see what this is all about. It's an ancient temple. It's
And
15, and it needs 8, correct?
yes.
That's what
Well, 8 or more. We keep pulling until we've got 8.
that, right.
Oh, are we going to give it 3? Are we going to give it 3?
No, we're gonna get 5.
Jimbo, you're right.
Woo! I was right about something.
So that gather effect is just get 2 points.
Right, then I play a card, because I didn't take a gather this turn. I'm not very smart.
I can gather next turn.
So I play the scythe. I get a guile.
Yes.
I put a blue worker on it.
Yes.
It says gain a worker above it.
Yes.
Does that mean I just gain any worker?
Yes. And its power is active, so you also gain...
Cool.
its
So
ability is active, so you also gain
whenever
power.
you gain a worker, you also gain a power.
Yep. And that will apply for as long as that card is in your active area with a worker on it.
Keen gear. I am done. Go ahead.
Play and
Walker.
gather. gather, I'll get a blue worker, please.
Yes, sir.
And play will be to meld.
Play will be to meld.
Pay one.
No, a meld action. You need
Yeah,
to
meld
take
action. Yeah.
Remember, meld actions are on.
Yeah, no.
That's not a card.
He's triggering a meld action on a card. He was cutting out the middleman. And
Oh,
that might
okay.
confuse
Pay
others.
one guile, and I get to meld this card.
And what does it get you?
Says gain $1 per purple card you control. So nothing.
Okay. Yeah, sadly you don't control it anymore the moment it melds itself.
I agree. But I do get a meld for playing the card.
You get a guile for playing the card.
Guile for
Yes.
playing the card.
Okay, so I'm doing a super turn.
Super turn.
No, we'll wait on that. Oh, okay, sure. Nope, none of these work.
Oh, so you missed last turn because you were refreshed?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to move. I'm going to gather. I get one of each. I'm going to play Caesar. Caesar gives me a brain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to activate Caesar with a yellow worker, which lets me vanquish. Pay 3 brains to vanquish this.
Well done. And if you had 3 more brains, you could vanquish the next one, correct?
Yeah, I'm not smart enough, though,
That's fair.
so I'm done.
All right. I am going to. I can't move and play, so I'm going to have to, I guess, move and gather. 1, 2, 3.
It's 14. I know it is.
Is it?
16.
Damn it. 5 collection, please.
Yes.
Only 5. Interesting.
And then I draw
Any face-up card.
any face-up card, and it goes into my.
Active area.
No, that's to that. I don't have any quests. I need quests. Quests.
Quests are good.
There's not that quest. Don't take that quest. I wanted that card. Now I have to think of what I'm going to do on my turn.
Here's a new quest.
Yeah, I'll probably take that one. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do it. Where am I?
It needs
Here.
location 9, which is over here.
First thing first. Move my cube. Move and gather. Move, gather. Over here, because I'm me. Done.
Yeah, that's fine. I will gather and play. I get one of each. And in gathering, I will gain a yellow worker and a power. I'm done.
I will also gather and play. So I will play Vesna with a blue worker. So I gain a guile, and then I gain a face-up item or solve. I will solve. No, I have to be in this location, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, so I will not solve. So in that case, I actually think I'm not going to play Vesna. I'm going to play Voltan instead. And I get 1.
I'm not sure how what to think of it
Power.
yet. First play was very promising, but the horizon on it may be rather low. We'll see.
Going to gather.
Jury's out.
Hey, we're reading it. Some people are just listening. They're not reading the question. So
Yeah, well, the question, the answer stood
Yeah.
for itself.
True.
I'll take
There's
this.
only one refresh spot.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
Yes,
but
it's Crater Rim.
Too far from me. So my
Flex
turn
capacitor.
is super fast. Are you all done, Jimbo?
Quite.
Refresh. Mark.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to move and gather. I'm going to go over here. Hey, neighbor.
You have found number 17, the
I-
ice cave. Ooh, there's a giant frozen eldritch entity in here.
Actually, that's a great spot to gather. I gain a purple worker.
And a coin.
And a coin.
Pass that man a coin. Would
Do I
you
have a
like
dollar, Walker?
$1.
Dollar. Ooh, is it going to be a 3? Jimbo?
it? Yeah, it's gonna be 3.
It's going to be a 3.
This is gonna be a 5.
All right, now I'm getting a little creeped out. I'm done.
All right, move and play. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I play Vesna with a blue worker. I gain a guile. I can solve. If you solve, gain the core value of all your solved quests. So I will pay 2 guile because I'm in location 7
Mm-hmm.
to track Tarkovsky's trail. I gain, I think, a map token.
Can I see? Yep, that's a map token. You just get it from the supply.
Alrighty. And then this because it's been solved, it goes up here.
Yep. And you get the core value of all your solved quests, which is, say, a brain.
So I get a brain. Go ahead, Walker.
I get everything. Move. 1, 2, 3. I will take this just because it sounds fun. Goes here because it's me. Plane will be or solve. If you solve, gain the core value of all your solved quests. So I play that. It gets me a guile. I solve 9, which is 2 guile.
When you discard a card, where does it go?
So does it work?
It goes from your hand to your active area.
So does it work in the opposite way? If this is not a purple card because I do it, is this now a solved quest because I did it? So do I get the guile for that?
Yeah, it gets itself. It triggers itself.
I get the 1 guile for that then. And it is solved. And he is played. And the benefit was to grab 2 cards, choose 1.
And you need to put a slap a worker on your companion to your character to do it.
How high was I? I definitely wasn't up here. I'm going to take 2 guile off. Because I don't think I paid for the card.
Okay. Are you done?
2 cards. Oh yeah, well, go ahead. That's
All right.
just
I'm gonna move and play.
decide on which of these cards I'm going to take.
I'm going to learn about Tarkovsky's expedition. Well, I'm going to play the quest. I'm not going to complete the quest. It gets me a guile, and I'm going to trigger it with a purple worker, draw 2 cards and keep 1. If it's a meteorite, gain a guile. Yes, I will keep a meteorite, and I will gain a guile. Where's the discard file?
Over here.
Cool, thank you. Done.
I was getting mixed up with my cards.
I refresh. Go ahead, Walker. Arg. Not doing a good job, Mark.
Yeah, neither am I.
Gather and play. Gather will be to take this.
It's the workers that are, for some reason, I'm failing to properly
Yeah, you
internalize.
gotta get a good workforce.
Play will be
Workers.
this. Because I'm playing it, I get a strength. I put a green worker on it, which lets me vanquish. I pay the 3 strength, and I take the token. That is my play and gather complete. If it's vanquish, removes the location's final. If it, oh, I see. If it was its final one, I get to do the thing.
I'm going to refresh, I think. Feels like a waste, but here we are.
I'm going to do my super turn. I'm going to move. I'm going to play my scythe with a worker. So I gain a worker of my choice.
Yes.
And because the scythe has a worker, I also gain a power.
Yes.
Then I gather.
Yes. Getting
I
another.
gather a red
There you
worker,
go.
getting
It's
another
a
power.
super turn, all right.
Now it's coming together.
He can't be stopped.
I'm unstoppable. Go ahead, Walker.
Gather and move. Gather.
It's a universal vise. That doesn't look like a universal vise. That looks like a vise that is mounted onto a giant robot. I don't
sure
think
does.
that's
yeah.
a very specific vise. I don't think you could use that, for example, for your woodworking. You can't use that on a joint. Like,
Move.
Unless you, the only thing you could use, the only kind of joint you could use it on is a joint that you no longer wish to be a joint.
exactly. Joint no more. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Although not really. These aren't working out the way that I want them to.
I feel you. I totally feel you.
It's not shaking out to be quite the way I would prefer. I want to check the mountain pass. If I check it again, is it going to be different?
It might be.
Oh,
You should look again.
Yeah.
Possible.
No, that's the same too. It's
You guys need to get up there and find me 14.
How about you get up there and find you 14?
It's too cold, man. It's too cold.
What's, do you not have a steam boiler in that
It's
giant
too
mech
cold.
of yours? Mark, why would you do this to me?
fishing village. I will
No.
play Caesar,
Mark, no.
and I will pay a brain. If it makes you feel any better, this is not particularly efficient for me.
Then why did
And
you
by virtue
do
of-
it? Then why?
And I will claim the victory star corresponding to 5. Now, I mean, this is not, everyone can claim it. It's not.
The Vanquish says if he clears the last one, he gets to do the action.
So I did.
So we did.
Oh, and I also get Caesar's core values. So there you go.
I didn't really say it, but if you put a star here, then you can only have one star there. It's one or the
Yeah,
other.
Yeah, as soon as he said "or,"
Yeah.
I assume. So, even though when you played Caesar, you didn't have the star, you still get both of his.
Oh, crap. Yeah, sorry. No.
Okay,
No.
okay. Just for my own edification. All right. I spent turns setting up for that, Mark.
I'm sorry.
Whole turns.
I'm sorry.
Now what do I do?
Go elsewhere.
Go to the double brain and take a 5er on your next turn.
Double brain. It's a research base. It's where you go to get smart.
Take a 5er?
Well, I'm saying then you'll be up to 5, and then there's all the guile 5s will be available to you to vanquish.
Oh, okay.
But you can't make it to double brain, unfortunately. And you must vanquish the top tile.
I figured.
Yeah, you go from the top down. That's how vanquishing works. Everyone knows this.
It's true.
I will move and play. I will play Mind Stone, which gets me a guile, and I will put a worker on it, which says place a worker on an active card to activate its ability. So I assume I have to place the matching worker.
They can't be activated again. That would let you put a worker on an empty card too. Is my understanding. Also, nothing can allow you to activate a given card twice per turn.
I will play Vesna. I will activate Vesna. I get one guile, and I get a face-up item. I'm going to take the flex capacitor. Not a flux capacitor.
No.
A flex capacitor.
Completely different.
Totally different things. And then I am done.
Moving to here, I'm going to gather and then play. Gathering will be a red worker, please. And I'm going to use that red worker to play Rescue Trapped Mercenary, which gets me a strength. And it lets me rescue another card. I'll rescue Gunther.
Welcome home, Gunther.
Why did I take the flux
Done.
capacitor?
Done.
I don't even need it anymore.
I am going to gather and play. First, I'm going to play my quest. Activate it with a purple worker. Draw 2 cards, keep 1. If I keep a meteorite, gain a brain.
See that? He moved there. He boasted, and now he's going to camp the space like a douche.
You know it. Yeah, I'll take the meteorite.
That's our
Sorry, can we have
mark.
another card for here as well, please?
Coming right up. There first, because I was the one that died first. and then
That's it.
And then I
Oh.
gather, which will get me one of each. I'm done.
Well, I'm gonna play and gather. I gather 2 power. Then I play Voltan with a red worker. So I will vanquish. So I spend 5 power to vanquish this.
Very nice.
And then 4 guile
Very
to
nice.
vanquish that. And then I get to meld.
Yep.
as per the bottom of the card.
As per the bottom of the card,
Of
yeah.
Vanquish.
Right. Then I will meld this Mind Stone, which is gain $1 per placed worker, max 3. So I will gain
Nice, nice. That's $3.
$3, please and thank you. Excuse me.
Mark.
Yes? Oh, am I in your way?
No.
I wouldn't want to be in your way.
Waste a whole turn.
Yes?
No.
No.
Now I have a yellow
You're sending
worker.
mixed messages.
What do you do? You need a yellow worker.
Go ahead.
I am going to move and gather.
Now, are
Done.
we certain that the
Yes.
little thing above items is not just a short form of the cost? That
No.
you don't actually.
Yeah. No, it's a separate thing.
Okay.
It's an instant benefit, and then there's an ongoing benefit. It says so right here, in Jamey land. Instant benefit, ongoing benefit.
Perfect. Thank you. I just didn't want to have been cheating with my side.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, something that probably has an ongoing thing that you can just leave out there. I get probably all of those have an instant benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
items as a rule have an instant benefit and an ongoing benefit.
Gotcha.
yeah. Oh, is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes.
I blanked
Now
for
the
a
other question was I
Um,
forgot to look up. If you refresh, I think you are obligated to bring back everything.
I think so.
Yeah,
When you do the refresh action, I know that's the case.
that's what I meant.
I move. I
Yes,
gather.
it's
I
all.
boast. I boast about the 5 map
We're all very impressed.
things that I have.
What are these maps you speak of? Have you found my 14 yet?
No.
Can
And
you-
I'm not going to.
Both of you have got all these
Yes,
maps.
it's true. We do. He has more than I do, though. Does that make him worse or better? I don't know.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Walker.
It's terrible is what it is. I go here, I do everything. First is going to be to use this action to trigger this to give me this card.
Eminently reasonable.
That gets to go in my play area because that's me being cool. Then, that's my gather.
Is that what that
my
is?
play is to play Gunther. I can't play Gunther because I don't have a worker. Yes, I do. I got scared for a second there. Gets me a guile. Then I'm going to solve 1. The core value of all my solved quests.
So one of each.
So 1 of each. And then my move will be to go where
I don't know.
my next quest is at 14, guys.
Well, you can go find it yourself.
Well,
There's
actually,
only
wait, no,
3
I've got-
face down tiles.
I have 1 at 10. 1, 2, 3.
Very nice.
Good. Go ahead.
I am going to gather and play. I'm going to gather a red worker. I'm going to play this quest stone, which is gain one face-up quest into your hand. To your hand! To my hand!
To your hand.
And then there's a separate effect, and I gain the power from the whatever. And yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I can't move and gather. I could move and play and gather. Those are both
I
inefficient.
don't think I did that.
So
Inefficient.
I
Wait,
ref-
just a second. We just have to go back. I figured out what I was going to do. I apologize, everyone. I forgot to do the thing for my quest.
Okay.
Pay that.
Oh, you even forgot to pay for it. Nice, nice.
I get to play
nice
a
one.
card.
Let us also clap.
I will play this card.
While he's doing that, my ability, you may trash a map at any time on your turn to gain 1 power guile, or dollar.
Yes.
Can I do that repeat times a turn or only once a turn?
I see no reason why you can't do it as much as you like.
I figured as such, but I wanted to be sure before I was like, at the end of the game, you know, then I eat 7,
Yeah.
no, you can only do 1. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I melt this.
I'll check to see if there's any comment in the rule book, but
All right, there we go. Sorry.
Not yet, you're not.
The quest bonus was allowed me to play a card. The played card was the thing. The card that lets me meld.
we're all very pleased. Yeah,
The
that's
meld
right.
gave me $1
Yeah,
per,
yeah, just keep talking. I'm
colored
sure,
cards
I'm sure it
in
makes
hand.
sense. Yeah.
of which I had 2. So $2. Done.
All right, and you took your turn, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, so it's me. All right. I refresh. Go ahead, Walker.
Oh, I see. We're in some sort of. Oh, I see. All right.
Yes, because you had to go back.
I'm
So.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No. I'm explaining. That's why Mark had already taken his turn.
For 10, I need
more cards. Quests.
move and gather. Let's see if 14 is next to 15. 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Snake Eyes. This is a stormy sea. It needs a minimum of 8. And its ability can gain the benefit of 1 benefit from either. This is going to be 5 though, and round it to 8.
Ha!
No.
Ha!
Cassandra.
So I only have
failed.
1 adjacent card, so I can only gain this one.
It's not an adjacent card. It's adjacent benefit.
So purple worker or 2 points,
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, purple worker 1 point. or
and
2 points.
and sweep. Optional sweep.
Yes, and an optional sweep.
I don't need a purple worker.
Then take 2 points. 2 points is 2
It's
points.
not that complicated.
2 points.
It's 2 points.
I'll take a purple worker.
It's 2 points.
Purple worker, you need. There's a thing here. 7 workers.
7 workers. It's for people who don't like maps.
Oh right, yeah, that's not a thing I can get anymore.
I'll take a map though.
No.
Even though it's not 14. Who earns?
Well, after all that saying, I wasn't going to. Now I'm probably going to go find 14 for you.
These are not good options.
Are they not good options?
Oh, that works fine. Okay, fine. I will move and play. I will go over here, and I will play this with a red worker, which allows me to vanquish, and I will vanquish these 2 tiles.
Which means you also get to upgrade.
Nope.
Oh.
Just vanquish. No, if you reveal something.
Oh, this was.
This is different. This is
Okay.
not my animal. This was another card.
Gotcha. Okay. I take my super turn. My super turn is. I go 1, 2. I gather this quest. And I play a card.
Oh, I got a power for playing that card. Yeah. Walker. I got a power for playing the card.
Right,
Can I solve a quest that doesn't have a worker on it?
A bigger pardon?
For sure.
If I
You
play
can
the
solve the quest
appropriate
anywhere.
solve thing, I can just
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is.
Okay, so then I will play Vesna because I have a star. I get a power and a guile.
Yeah, I need to get a star.
I put a blue worker on Vesna. Then I will solve, paying 2 power to raise a corrupted building, and I get, I think, a corruption token.
Yes, from the bag.
And then I gain
Enjoy.
a power and a guile. And I am done. Go ahead, Walker.
I do like your boat.
Thank you.
It's,
I'm also quite fond of it.
it's an interesting looking mech. Boat with legs.
Gonna play and gather. I'll take a purple worker. gather. My play will be to play the Universal Vice, which will get me another guile. And I put this on it, which lets me immediately do an upgrade. I'll upgrade it itself.
Sure.
It says whenever I upgrade this or another card, gain $1.
So it goes
And
to
a
the
power.
It goes to the side of your board. The worker comes back. I am going to move and gather. I'm going to move over here, and I am going to boast. I'm going to boast about the fact that I've had 8 cards, despite the fact that they're garbage. Done.
It's a good boast. It's a good boast.
Behold my garbage cards.
Oh, I've beheld them. I'm going to play and gather. So I will gather this quest. Then I will play. I have enough workers for everything.
Everything?
Everything! I will play the scythe. I gain a guile. Put a guy on it. I gain a worker. So I gain a green one. And whenever I gain a worker, I also gain a power. Go ahead, Walker.
We will gather 1, 2, 3 here, please. Gain 2 power.
Sorry, 1, 2, 3.
Correct.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah. That's what I'd like to do, so why don't you do something else in the meantime? Well, that's not doable at all. Okay. I will gather and play, I guess. I'll get one of each. And nah, I'm just not going to do much. I'll just refresh. I'm refreshing. Gotta take the hit, so I'll take the hit.
I will move and play. I'll go 1, 2, 3. I play Voltan, gaining a power and a guile. And I play Voltan with a worker, so I will vanquish 6 power. And then I get to.
You can upgrade the side.
That seems like a good idea.
It's 4 points.
And does this guy go away or does he come back to
He
you?
comes back to you. He's liberated from manning the side,
I will upgrade
staffing the side,
the
I should say.
scythe.
Oh, so when the 20 gets placed, so there are 2 tiles left, the 20 and whatever Walker's been looking for since the game 14, is it? The way you vanquish the 20 is with 10 of each.
And I am done. Go ahead.
Refresh.
All right. I'm going to move, play, and gather. I would like to. Oh, that's pretty easy. Wow, that's very easy. Okay, I'm going to move. I will gather this card, I think, unless the item looks really good. No. And then I will play. I will play my leader. Leader says, solve a quest at location 3. I'm going to learn about Tarkovsky's expedition for the last time. I spend a brain, and that causes me to refresh, which is not the end of the world. And I get a brain, and I'm done. Jumbo.
Yeah.
Oh, and the leader gets my core value and gives his core values in the process before he saves himself.
gonna move and gather. I'm gonna wipe everything.
Everything?
Everything!
Stick carry old and wipe. Item. Quest at 4. Quest at 16. Quest at 8.
Quests.
Item.
This is
Items
what-
and quests.
This is what I wanted.
Quests
more,
and
more,
items.
more quests. And then I refresh. I need more cards. More cards. Go ahead, Walker.
All of it. Moving. Here. Gathering. Quest. At
You mean boasting?
boasting. Then playing.
Right.
I don't know what card to play, Mark.
You don't? Look at all those cards. You've got cards and workers for days, Walker.
I know.
I'm not shy. Will I still be? Oh, no. Okay, good. No, I won't be afterwards.
Play this. Simply for its thing.
Okay. You done?
Yep.
I'm going to move and play. I'm going to move over here. I am going to play. Oh no, I'm going to play Caesar. Caesar gets me 2 brains and a strength. Caesar lets me vanquish. 3 power and 5 guile. Says Meteor.
The meld.
Gain 1 point per card you control. Max 3. I mean, that's pretty easy. So I get 3. Thank you. That is my turn.
I will move and play. I will play Identify Members of a Lost Expedition, which gets me a guile. And I put a worker on it, which gets me an additional guile. Go ahead, Walker. Yeah, I didn't get enough cards, so my play refresh cycle is way too short.
Move and play.
I've been doing very badly.
Playing will be Gunther. Solving.
Gunter, he says.
Solving 10. So I get 2 strength and a guile. Oh, I keep forgetting. Then I have to pay for that, which is 2 strength, and I get a red worker. May I have a red worker?
I think you have enough workers, Walker.
No. No, I do not.
You don't?
There's another achievement for 14, right?
I believe the answer can be found.
I am done in case you did not.
Yes. I will move and gather. I'll go over here and I'll save the lumberjack. And I'm done.
Go get a card.
Oh yeah, sorry. Keep forgetting.
I will play and gather. So I will play Vesna, which gets me 1 of each. I give.
There's meteorites
Vesna
in this deck, right?
Jimbo buried them all.
There were a lot in the beginning. I will solve, paying 3 guile to solve Identify Members of a Lost Expedition, which lets me play a card.
Oh, that gives me a brain afterwards.
Poop. This is not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I play Flex Capacitor, and so I have to discard a card. I discard Voltan. I put a purple worker on the Flex Capacitor. Once per turn, if you discard another card, either gain its core value or activate its ability. I will. Do I have to take a reward?
From the quest?
Yeah. Or is it optional?
I'm pretty sure everything's optional.
Ooh.
So pay for it though.
Yeah, I paid for the quest.
Yeah.
Solve. Pay the salt cost, then you may gain the benefit.
And then I gain $1, please.
Give them $1.
I get 2 guile and power. Go ahead.
Move and gather. Gather will be to upgrade. Upgrading is here. And I get a power and $1 every time I upgrade. Go ahead. Mark.
I
I
will
am just toast.
gather and play. I will take this. And yeah, okay, I had to do it that way. That I can't do. Sorry. Can't play that. Definitely can't play that. Definitely can't play that. Okay. Then I'll just play this and get 2 power, and I'll be done.
Move and gather. I will gather this card. Go ahead, Walker.
Oofed. So when you go off here, you peer over this side, right? That's how that works. No? Yeah.
You have to fold the table to do that. If they're touching, you can.
When I did my play gather last turn, I forgot to gather. May I gather?
Go ahead.
Move and play. Jimbo, why? Why are you blocking?
I don't know what you want from me, man.
He wants you not to block. I thought he was pretty clear about
Do we
that.
have a card?
No.
I'm sucking the hind teeth this game. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
The plane will be of the wolf kind, which will get me a power.
And now we have the playing of the wolf play.
A power and a meld. I will gain the core value of any other card you control, or vanquish. I will vanquish. It will cost me
5 brains.
5. What's underneath it?
A 3.
I will pay the 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's underneath that? A 2?
A 4.
I can dream.
Yes, a man can dream. I'm going to move and play. I'm going to move to over here, and and then I'm going to play Matthew. Matthew is going to activate with green. Matthew gets me 2 power and a guile. Matthew says, solve a quest. I will cure a whale of parasites.
Good
That's
for you,
awful
man.
nice.
Well, there's some
Hold on.
ambiguity there, right? Am I curing a whale, or is it a whale of parasites that I'm curing? They've got like a cold or something.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
That gets me 2
Maybe
brains.
the whole whale is the parasite.
I pay 2 brains. I get a corruption and a doll redo. Are these the singletons? Yes. And I get a corruption from the bag.
Awful. Just awful.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's just everything's awful. Right.
Next turn's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Yeah. You're gonna get
You're
your
gonna end the
2
game next
stars.
turn.
No, I'm not
No.
gonna. No.
I'm gonna play and gather.
But you went there and you didn't even boast.
That's where the whales were, or the parasites. Well, both. There was definitely a whale and there were some parasites. I don't know which one was in which, or if the constitutive whale, like a whale-shaped parasite, a bunch of
This
parasites
is your
together.
character, Matthew?
Yes.
Matthew, character. Destroyer of fun. Understood.
No, don't play Matthew. This is purely on me.
All right.
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Vanquish. So I need 3 power, which I have.
Now, did you get the power for the card that you played to vanquish?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I need 4 power. I use my ability to trash 4 maps to gain 4 power
Very nice.
to vanquish. At which point I boast about the fact that I have 7
Nice.
corruption
Very good.
tokens. Done.
Move and gather. This is 14, right?
We'll see.
20.
Nope, you can't catch a break.
But you get to.
It's on our cards. What is it? It is activate an adjacent face-up card's ability without playing the worker. There's one option. What does it let me do, Mark?
Gain the core value of all adjacent face-up cards, then sweep only those cards.
All adjacent face-up cards.
So-
Core value of all adjacent face-up cards, which is itself. So you get a power, and then it would sweep itself.
So is it? Does it maybe mean these or these?
No, adjacent to the mech. Adjacent cards means
adjacent
adjacent
to
to where
Oh
you're.
yeah,
you're
see,
using
I could have
anything.
been here,
Yes.
and it would have been better.
Okay.
It would have been better. Well, now it's a parasitic gauntlet. Maybe made out of whale.
I don't know that I want a parasitic gauntlet.
Look, are you done?
Well,
That was a move and a gather.
I'm
I
going
am done.
I'm going to play and gather. First, I'm going to play repair damaged mech for its effect. Rescue all the cards. If you rescue at least 3 cards this way, gain $3. Don't mind if I do. $3 for something I would have liked to have done anyway. Seems a little busted. I should have been doing it more often. And I'm going to gather. And
yeah,
so
some of these seem bananas, like the scythe. To be honest, I'm kind of regretting that I upgraded the scythe because now I don't get a worker every time I play it.
Oh,
sure.
I need a coin. Here, watch this. This is good. That's the symbol will be heads.
Oh, you get to flip the
Yeah, it says whenever you vanquish, flip a coin. If it's heads, gain $2.
You didn't just vanquish
I
though.
vanquished 2 things. That was like last turn. I just forgot.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I had that ability. Nope. It was
Uh,
really the other side, but nope.
Curses.
And then I'm going to boast about my 7 corruption tokens. Basically a giant ditto sign under what Jimbo was bragging about.
I'm like, yeah, and he just jumps in from the side. Me too.
Me too.
You have one star left.
Yes.
Are you legitimately qualified for any of
No.
the rest? Okay. Jimbo, I believe it is your turn.
I believe you are correct. I refresh because I'm not good at this game.
I also need to refresh because I have either upgraded and or disposed of all of my cards. I have no cards left to. I've quested and upgraded.
You've quested and upgraded and upgraded and quested.
to a poor amount.
I am going to move and play. I am going to move to over here. I'm going to play Matthew. Matthew gives me 2 power and a brain. I am going to solve a quest, which is save a lost lumberjack, which lets me heal a card, which is going to be Matthew. Oh no, that's by solving it, and then I get 3 brains.
Mm-hmm. And you have another quest.
I do have another quest.
It's number
It's over here.
5.
Yeah.
And it is within your reach.
Yes.
And you have Matthew ready. So on his next turn,
Yeah, the game is up.
No, I need to boast about it.
Right, so on the turn after that,
True.
unless we both sit on these hexes
Yes.
true.
somehow for the next 4 turns running.
And they're both within movement range of the mech junkyard for me because I moved 4 hexes. I'm just trying to be helpful,
No,
okay?
I appreciate that. Jimmy.
Wow. You people.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, you people?
Jerk faces.
Yeah, that's fair. This is awful. Everything is awful. Everything's not cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awful for you and me.
I don't know what you're talking about. These are great for me.
Shut up.
Exactly. I second that. Just in case it
Super
was
turn.
obvious by the belligerent look on my face.
1, 2.
Okay, can we all agree
Do you want me to get off that space?
the last tile being 14 is kind of a kick.
Yes.
It is
100%.
absolutely
100%.
a
You
kick.
can't, like I said, when the 20 you cannot catch a break.
Yeah.
That having been said, I will point out, not to kick Manwees down, you have not been aggressively exploring the map.
It's true.
You had reasons
It's
not to.
true.
You had reasons not to.
I
But
will
nonetheless.
gather. And then I will play. I play Vesna. Vesna gets me 1, and then I miss out on a guile because I'm dumb. I miss out.
You need more
I
guile.
have too much guile because I'm dumb.
No.
And
You
then
could have more guile than you currently do because you're
Are
dumb.
you taking that card?
Then I take the parasitic gauntlet.
Still no meteorites, and the fact that there's no meteorites.
There were a ton of yes, but Jimbo buried a bunch of them.
It's
If you want
true.
meteorites, I'm afraid you're gonna have to go to the Crater Rim, and then hope nobody else.
Or
buries
the Stormy Sea.
them. Neither of those sound like pleasant places. To
They're
be,
really
right?
not.
Yeah.
No. I've been to the Stormy Sea. That's me on it.
Yeah?
It's a shithole.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe 14 has something.
Oh yeah, maybe
14
14
might
has
have a
something.
sweep. We're about to find out. Let's find out. First thing we do is move. Guess what? It's 14. Hey!
Hey, it gives you a map tile.
Gets me a. Can I have a map token? Did we?
Are you-
Oh, they are there. I'm doing everything. Doing it all.
You doing it
of
all?
Mark. Let's get this play out of the way. The play is going to be, guess what? To solve. Tell me I can still solve. I can because. I didn't even think to look.
So it gives you a brain and a
And then I
power.
spend them all. And bring in a power.
Did you get the power? Yeah.
Yep, there we go. I solved 14, which lets me meld.
Well, hold on. So first you get the 2. First you spend 3 brain. You get the
I
meld.
did.
Yeah, there are no meteorites.
No,
I'm sorry
of
about
course
that.
not. 'Cause-
And then you get 2 brains and 2 guile
yes,
because of the leader effective.
1, 2, and bump, 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 which was what, 10 points, right? Every time you bump on top of a track.
So a listener has commented on the absence of beard. To me, a beard is a deliberate enterprise. I just don't shave. There's a difference. It's a conceptual, intentional act to grow a beard. I don't enjoy having facial hair. Aesthetically, maybe, and many people have commented that they think that I am less hideous with the beard on. I was about to say more attractive, but that would be a gross exaggeration. So I'm sorry you missed the beard. I hate shaving, but I hate having a beard. So what happens is I shave, and then I let it grow back to the point where it annoys me, and then I shave again. It's the circle of life. Imagine a monkey with a lion. It all makes sense. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you done?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot move and play again, which makes me sad. So what we are going to do is we are going to
Move and gather.
move and gather, and I'll go to the junkyard, and I might as well just get a couple cards and take one of them.
I want this card to come back to my hand somehow. Like right now. And I can't
I drew
make
two
that
meteorites, Walker.
happen.
I hate you
I'm sorry, I'm just letting you know.
so much. Yellowstone and a quest.
Well, I might as well just keep trying for dollars. I play Voltan. I get a might and then 2 guile that I can't gain, and then I put a thing on and I vanquish for 9 of that guile.
To answer the question, someone said that if they are an overlord to the Patreon, can I be compelled to grow it back? And the answer is yes.
I have
For exactly 1 day.
We have strong editorial principles here at So Very Wrong About Games. We will never compromise our game coverage, but I will debase myself on a human level for a very small amount of money.
Is Jimbo done?
quite.
I move and gather. Gathering first. May I have a map token, please?
And no, we don't. On our OnlyFans, we don't call them overlords. We call them something not fit for a family
Move. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Done.
show. Are you done?
Jimbo, you have to block the other one now.
I am going to play and move. First, I play Matthew.
That train has sailed, Walker.
That train sailed.
Yeah.
Give a boat legs and suddenly it gets all confused. I'm going to solve a quest. I am going to repair a damaged mech. That costs a power.
Oh,
that
my
gives
whole
me,
plan just
That
failed.
gives me $1.
Oh, well. I thought I was clever. Here, take this map token. Can
Then I
you
get
take that back?
3 guile
Take that back. I don't want that.
and a power.
Try this instead.
And then
I'm doing the gather over there instead.
Oh, okay.
Is there a meteorite card on the board now?
Heck no.
Give me a card then. I'll take.
Are you still taking your turn?
I forgot that I had put a star here. So I can't get both. I thought getting that last map token would let me put another star.
Ah.
It did not.
Yeah,
So I apologize, but I'm going to take this instead.
Still not a meteor.
And I get to put it in my play area because I'm that cool.
All right. What gets me points? Points get me points.
Yes, points do give you points.
The upgraded items get me points. That's probably the best way to do it.
Did I never get a blue worker? I never got a blue worker.
I will
Why didn't I get a blue
move
worker?
and gather here.
Seriously? What could you possibly have to do there? You ridiculous legged boat.
I will upgrade my flex capacitor. So that once
Bought and sold.
and then I'm done.
Naming rights are also available. I mean, I'm pretty attached to Mark. Middle names are cheaper than, I could be Mark Cheetos Bigney, for example.
maybe
That'd be fine.
Maybe they were asking if we can name our beards. That'd be cool.
You can name the beard as well. That'd be cheaper.
I can't get to a Jimbo sitting on that space.
Apparently, you blocked us all. Good job, man. Own it.
Where's the sweeps? We got sweeps.
Sweep.
I'll go to the sweep. Well, I'm going to move. No, can't.
Which sweep?
Move and play. This one. Plane will be doggo.
Dog.
I have 2 stars out, so I get it all. Bump, 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 bump. 1 guile. That being said, I could vanquish first and then get the stuff. Does it work that way?
No, I don't think so.
No, because you play the dog, you get its core values.
I think you get its core values
then
first.
You do its action.
Oh no, in any order.
Vanquish.
You can get you need the action
This
first.
is the vanquish removes.
Sorry.
So what's underneath that first 5?
A 4.
So I spend
And then a
9.
3.
Spend 9, get both. I get to flip 2 coins. I get 2 back for the 2. And then flipping the coins. I'll flip my own coin, the symbol being heads, the money not being heads. Wherever it lands, come on. Nope, of course not. And last but not least, 50-50. Oh my god, it's possible. Done.
I'm going to gather and move. I'm going to boast about my collection of quests. That triggers the end of the game. I'm then going to move over here and be done.
You could upgrade there. All that excoriating of me, and you could have just gone over there to upgrade an item.
I excoriated first and then I looked. It was a heady time. I was confused. It was a rough time. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I am going to play and gather. So I am going to gather, and I'm going to upgrade my parasitic gauntlet, which I never use.
This is your last turn, yeah?
Yep. And then I will play the Amulet of Bravado with a yellow worker. I gain a might, and whenever I have 10 might, I may decrease my power by 3 to gain $3. That is the end of my turn. Go ahead, Walker.
So the last turn, you sat there and blocked that upgrade space.
Yes, and I'm on the other one.
You guys are awesome.
Yep.
There's an upgrade space over here.
Yeah, just vanquish.
Just somehow get across the map.
Or-
Vanquish 2.
Here.
There's also one right here.
It's only 4. You can vanquish it after play your animal. Oh, you can't play your animal. Oh well. Refresh and the next. Oh, next turn.
Shut up. Move and gather. Going to move.
You just get 2 points straight.
I'm just
here.
going to gather
Oh.
where I am.
And I'm very glad, Sherbaka, that you're enjoying Spirit Island now. Apparently, Sherbaka comments, Jimbo, you'll probably appreciate this being an integral part, that they had difficulty enjoying Spirit Island, but now, upon listening to Sizzler, they've been finding a lot more joy in it.
I am very glad to hear
Yeah.
that. That makes me very happy.
Finds joy after a podcast episode is one of the lesser known spirits. It's It's
Yeah.
not a very good one.
Yeah.
Yay.
Meteor, 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 meteor.
I did that because I knew that would happen.
Well, that's the
Just
terrible thing. So, like, if the display is full of junk, the best you can do is do a sweep so that the next player gets what card you wanted.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going
Just
to.
I get to still do stuff.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
like to finish my turn.
Slightly meteor, meteor.
That was the
Sure.
sweep done. I'm going to activate the 2 beside me there to get $2.
Well, meteors are a particular configuration. Then there are beefiers, and then there's porkier.
Oh.
And then I'm going to move. I will move 2 here, please, Jimbo.
So a slightly meteor, meteor is in fact a beef.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, it depends. If it's porky-esque, then it's more meaty than the beefier.
Okay.
It's very complicated. I am going to gather and play. I am going to upgrade this mitts valve. I'm finally valving my mitts. Whenever I have 10 brains, I can pay 3 brains for $3.
Oh,
I'm paying
you
3
go
brains.
to heck.
Paying-
And I bet it says go down to 3 because that's what mine says.
No, go down by 3. The problem is I
Yours-
can't get 3 more.
Yours
I
is
wish.
just strictly better.
I wish. See, I can play Caesar now, and Caesar gets me 2 brains back, but Caesar isn't 3 brains. And he says, move to. There's nothing else I can get that's worthwhile.
He's not winning hard enough, Walker.
I know. Well, we are used to this, Jimbo.
I'm 1 brain short.
You sure
And it
are.
says move to an adjacent location. I'll just. Walker says he wants an upgrade space, so I'll move to an
Shut up.
adjacent location.
All right, we're done.
I get 10 points per worker, right?
No,
All right.
that is not what happens.
So
So
money for money.
you get money for money. You get the value, and you can just do it in coins. You get the value of whatever.
I'm done with this. You can go ahead and take it away.
Okay, I am done with this. He says. You get the points value of any items. They have a little value in the lower right hand corner. That is only if you've upgraded them.
Right.
You've
yeah.
not
these,
upgraded
These
them.
3 are worth.
Yes. Other
but
cards
nothing
you
else.
control, not so much. You get $2 per corruption token you have. And in this case, it's actually dollars. And then,
Scythes.
okay, I've got an interesting offer from a listener. How much money to rename the hashtag best spirit? And the thing is, though,
To rename it what?
well, that depends. We'd have to know what it was named. The trick is, though, that my impression is that Shadows Flicker Like Flame is the Kaiser Soze of Spirit Island, responsible for everything. So, in point of fact, I can't be sure that anything isn't Shadows Flicker Like Flame. So, in a sense, renaming it is simple. It has many names. And then finally, you get dollars per completed quest based on how many.
Oh, it's per completed quest, not per card.
Correct. So
No, it's per star
yeah,
for completed quest.
yes. So you have 3 completed quests. So each of your stars is worth 10 points.
So I should put in more stars.
Stars are always a good idea.
Star.
You put up 2 though, and you have 3 quests.
So there
So
were.
there were 10 each. That's the best
10
you can
each.
do.
Yeah. No, that's why I wanted to get to 3 was so that I would get 10 for each
Gotcha.
thing. I failed to properly internalize the instructions. I understood them, but I failed to properly internalize them. I have 56 points.
Well, you beat me, Jimbo.
Very good. 68 for me.
Well done. What'd you come in at, Walker?
43.
All right, so your 2 companion cards go off to the side.
Yes.
Every other card goes to the deck. And in your bag, you put your stars, your action tracker, your guile and brain tracker, and your the disc at the bottom of your mech. Well, anyway, so that was Expeditions. Reasonably multiplayer solitaire, except for unintentional blocking tableau builder. The flow of cards is interesting. What did you think, Jimbo, first blush?
I like it. I have my gripes, particularly around the card display.
Uh-huh.
But I enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
fun. I would happily play it again. Someone, I might even suggest it sometimes.
Sure.
Um,
So you'll hear us. You'll be hearing us talk about it in the podcast before too long, no doubt. Once again, this is Expeditions by Jamey, Stegmaier, and Stonemaier Games. Thank you very, very much for joining us. You can find us on SoWrongGames.com and all our contact information, other stuff there. Walker is now. I'm going to hand it off to my colleague Walker, who is now going to do the thing that decent people do, which is rate. Rating time for rating.
Walker, your second play. What do you think?
Alright, just as well as the first play.
Good stuff.
I do enjoy playing it. Hello, everyone. Alright,
It's
Where are
Walker,
we?
everyone.
it's me. Time for rating. Who we got on today?
Have you signed in yet?
Oh, crap on a cracker.
Oh wait, wasn't that weird thing? If we went to the site another way, it let us.
You did end up being able to get in without signing in last time. I just don't remember how.
No, it is. It says we're logged in. It says right there
Okay.
that we're logged in. Anyway, who do we have here? Not Bang, not Blood in the Clock Tower. Good lord. Twilight Imperium. Is anyone playing anything good?
They have the living card game for Arkham.
That's a
campaign.
great still for our channel.
Oh yeah,
Love that.
the back of my head.
Soulforge Fusion, X-Wing, Age of Stegmaier. It's looking like probably our best bet is the Arkham LCG.
Sure. Jimbo says we're going to raid the Buddies.
Jimbo has spoken.
That's a great ad. I don't know what they're saying on the ad. Doritos dip. That looks fantastic. I like.
No need to lean into the
I want
bargaining.
I want it all.
Apparently,
of it.
you eat it and then you dance.
Yes. Well, you can't stop. You don't have a choice, really.
Sure.
And we are
Also,
here.
it's like some kind of grotesque pantomime of actual dancing, where you can't stop no matter how much you might want to.
All right, actually worked. All right, thank you for watching. Like Mark said, Expeditions. We're here every Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, playing games. Puppets were flattened by a mech. It was very devastating to me.
Let the HR Gibbons know.
We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Jimbo and Mark.
Thanks, guys.
Everyone say bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Boom.